Okay, let's take a look at 4 new features that are really awesome on the X-T2. Right now I have my ISO dial set in A, which is automatic ISO, except for now you have the option with the new 2.0 firmware to go into setup, button setup, go down to right here. Well, you see it, ISO dial setting A. Now you actually have 2 options. The second option that's been added instead of automatic ISO, which I would never use that, is command. Now I'm never going to have to touch my ISO dial again. With it set to command, all I have to do is watch my ISO setting down here, press in my front command dial, and it lets me adjust my ISO. So now you'll never have to adjust your ISO dial again, ever. And also, if you had a lens with a no aperture ring on it, like the 27mm for example, what you do is you press it in, it lets you switch back and forth between f-stop and ISO for adjusting the f-stop or the ISO, which I do not have one of those lenses on here. So I can actually see no reason ever to use the ISO dial again. That's a lot more handy. Now, additionally so, on autofocus area, there was 5 positions, but now there's 6. This is the addition of the 6th autofocus area. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Before, this tiny one did not exist. This was the smallest one, but now this is the smallest one. Okay. Also, additionally so, on time settings, on your shutter speed dial, if we can bring it to time, there we go, I can actually have the addition in time to go to 15 minutes in time mode right back here. Now you see I'm at 15 minutes. Yeah, let me refocus the old camera there. The ISO adjustment is really nice. Now everything is actually set in A for me. I'm always in aperture priority. And now I'm set on A for adjusting my ISO via pressing in my front command dial. So we have a smaller focus point. Also, additionally so, the 4th feature is, I'll let you take a look at it. We have eye sensor, which was normal before. There. LCD only. EVF only. And with this new one, eye sensor plus LCD image, this is the newest one added on the new firmware. After you take a picture, you take your eye off the electronic viewfinder and the last image you took will be immediately displayed. When you put your eye back to the viewfinder, take some more pictures, it won't display anything until you remove your eye from the viewfinder, and then it will do is what it will do is display the last image that you took. So awesome on the 2.0 firmware from Fujifilm. Huge bonus. I really don't ever want to adjust the ISO dial again. A lot of people complained about, I get sick of adjusting those damn dials. Well, you don't have to do it anymore on the ISO dial. And since I'm always shooting an aperture priority anyway, now I'll still need to obviously adjust my sub dials for metering and mode, obviously, and exposure compensation. So the sub dials I'll still need to adjust here, as well as my exposure comp right here. But I'll never need to adjust my ISO settings or my my shutter speed anymore. That's really good news. Thanks to Fujifilm. Huge additions.